Hello over there and welcome to this module for the Appmint tutorial series. In this module, we are going to be talking about custom data and forms. And the purpose of this module is to introduce you learners to custom data management and forms in Appmint. This covers how to create structured data models, design interactive forms, and also integrate them into your websites and applications for collecting and processing user input. So by the end of this module, you are expected to understand the role of custom data models in web applications. You should also be able to know how to design and configure custom forms with validation in Appmint. Also, you will see how you can store and manage form submissions for later use. So to begin with, in this section 1, we are going to start first with understanding custom data forms. So what's the purpose of understanding custom data forms? So custom data structures and form design actually has their use in capturing and managing structured user inputs. Custom data allow users to create structured information feeds beyond predefined options. So just like whenever you want to fill a form online, there are some basic inputs that you're going to see, just like you get to see your name, you get to see your email, then message. So if you want to contact a particular website owner, so you see the name, the email feed, and the text and the text description for typing your message. But in some cases whereby, let's say in a newsletter, you might see only just the first name and email. So depending on the data that you want to submit, that's how the form is going to be presented to you. But custom data allows you to create your own structured information feeds beyond this predefined options, that is beyond the generic first name, last name, email, phone number, and the like. So you'll be able to create your own structured information feeds. Then what is custom data used for? It is used to manage user generated content such as feedback, application data, and even form submissions. Now that we've understand what custom data is all about, then what are forms? Forms act as an interface for users to submit data into structured storage. So this is just like a user is trying to contact you, and the forms is the middleman, which acts as an interface for the users to be able to enter the information they want to send across to you, and then the form with one send the information over to you. And forms actually include multiple feed types. So you have the single line test, you have the multi-line test, you have the test area, you have the drop down radio, and the like. So it has multiple feed types depending on what you use. So forms also have validation rules. Validation rules in the terms of, let's say you are trying to enter an email address and you want to ensure that people are entering their email address inside that particular feed, not that they are entering an incorrect data. So with the validation rules, if they write an email that does not have, let's say, at in that test, so the form is not going to be submitted. So that's one of the validation rules. Then they can also include automation triggers. Automation triggers in the terms of, you can configure an automation that anytime a user filled out a form, then something else should happen. So this is what is called automation triggers. So then you have different use cases for forms. So the first one is the late capture forms. So these late capture forms are used in marketing campaigns. So just like, let's say if a business owner wanted to capture more user audience, so they can do something like maybe do a promo for their product and then in return ask users to fill their form. Or they can use, you might have a website that publish news online, and then they have a small box for people to enter their email so that they can be the first to receive the latest news. So those are called lead capture forms in marketing campaigns. Then the second examples of use cases of form is something called user. Then the second example of use cases is called the user feedback forms on website. So when you get to a website and you want to send feedback to the owner of the website, so these are user feedback forms, and they consist of your name, your email. If the owner of the website wishes, they can also integrate, they can also add the phone number input feed for user to feed their input. So with the user feedback forms, you can be able to send a message to the owner of a website on a particular to request for something or to contact them about a particular purpose. Then the third user cases of forms is called other forms for e-commerce transactions. So there's no way that you're going to make that you are going to visit an e-commerce website that you won't enter an information, be it signing up for an account or entering your delivery details if you want the product to be shipped to your place. So these are called other forms. So other forms include where you enter your name, your email address, phone number, house address if you want the package to be delivered to your home. So these are called other forms. So why there are different cases for using forms? So these three are the most popular one at the moment. It is the lead capture forms, the user feedback forms, and the other forms. So this is where we're going to stop for this particular section. And the learning activity for you is to explore different form templates and identify common data feeds used in applications. So you can browse your favorite website, maybe your favorite e-commerce website, or a simple business website that has a form for connecting user feedback, or even maybe a marketing campaign form. So you can just check out the forms, then try to identify common data feeds that exist in between these forms. And that's going to be all for this particular section. I'm going to be seeing you in the next section. Bye.